All right, hello and welcome guys to another GeoGuessr play along video. It's been a I don't know why I said it like that, but you know what, doesn't matter. Um, it's been a while since I did the last play along. So if you guys are not familiar with this series, it's basically a series I do on the channel where I do some play alongs and I explain my thought process and all of that. So I feel like that's a good way to get better at the game. Usually like there's also like a bunch of tips videos and whatnot, but I personally prefer doing play along videos instead of tips videos because I think the best way to improve is just to play the game and yeah, learn from people, pick up on clues that you might have missed while playing the rounds, and yeah, if you have someone to explain what you missed or what you could have done, then it can help you quite a bit. So that's that's the concept behind this. So this is like the fifth or sixth play along, I think. I don't I don't even remember anymore. So yeah, if you don't know how play along works, there'll be challenge links in the description. So you don't need a GeoGuessr Pro account or anything. You just need a normal GeoGuessr account, and then you can play along. You just click on the link, you play the game first, and then you watch my perspective. So maybe you can see if there's certain hints that you missed that that I could explain, or if you have some tips for me, you can also let me know in the comments. So that's the general idea. It's like mutual learning, and yeah, I hope you get something out of this video. So anyway, let's get into this. We'll be playing three games today. First will be on a community world, which is this map right here. And we'll be playing an improved world, which is also a great map. And then we'll be finishing it off with an AI generated world. So the links for all of that will be in the description. And yeah, let's get started really. So yeah, the link is in the description. Hopefully you've played this challenge at this point, and now you're here to watch my perspective. So let's go. Let's see what we have. All right, so I think we are in Chile here. Bunch of hints. Firstly, sun is in the north, so we are in the southern hemisphere. We also have a white car, and we're driving on the right. So usually, if you're in South America, well, okay, if the sun is in the north, then you can't be in Australia or New Zealand because they drive on the left. And then also South Africa, Botswana, Eswatini, Lesotho, all of them drive on the left. Rest of Africa doesn't have coverage. Indonesia also drives on the left. So you're pretty much forced to be in like South America, unless it's like a small island somewhere. But yeah, this is definitely South America. And then in South America, you can get a white car in Chile, Peru, and Bolivia. Um, but then the road lines help because even if you just completely ignore the car, having a white middle line is pretty common in Chile, and sometimes you get it in Argentina and Uruguay, but 90% of the time it's going to be Chile. Also, a bunch more obvious hints. You have a Chilean flag right here, so that's what that can help. Um, you have some Spanish language as well, which could help recognizing Chile, and yeah, just the landscape. A lot of pine trees, or I don't even know what these trees are specifically called, but yeah, you get to see these in Chile. So I think this is a bit south of Santiago, so somewhere down here maybe is my latitude guess, just based on the landscape. The thing is with Chile, like the north is just a desert basically, and then slowly as you go south, here you get like dry hills. Um, then it starts getting a bit more lush as you go further and further south. And then down here is just Patagonia. It's just something else really. It's really beautiful. So anyway, this should be somewhere here, I think. Let's see. Let's give it maybe a bit more north. I don't know. Let's go here. Okay, it was even further north than I thought, but decent start. Good job if you got Chile there, and also good job if you got a pretty good latitude guess there. So nice. Let's keep on going. Okay, this time we should be in Switzerland, and where you can tell this is this architecture first of all is very like common in Switzerland, Austria, like just the general like Alps region. And you also literally have the Alps right there. And then you also have this low camera, which you get in Switzerland, Japan, sometimes Taiwan, that kind of stuff. So this should be Switzerland, and we have big mountains to the southwest, kind of. So I don't know, like out here, maybe I don't really have a good region guess, but let's say that sounds about good. But yeah, let's try it out. That is that is way better than I expected. Oh my god, that is a really good guess. I just saw like mountains down here in the southwest, and I was like, yeah, maybe it could be here. Kind of lines up. So nice. That went way better than I expected. But yeah, let's keep on going. All right, we are in Kenya here. A lot of you are probably able to recognize Kenya based on this snorkel right here. So Kenya is very famous for its snorkel. Um, so yeah, Google car meta. You get this either this snorkel or a different looking snorkel in Kenya, but that's it. And then you also get this follow car in Kenya, which I'd say not many people know about. They always know about the Nigerian follow cars, but in Kenya you also get a follow car. So this is the Kenyan follow car. And the way you can differentiate is that Kenya drives on the left. So Kenya and Uganda drive on the left, and Ghana and Nigeria drive on the right. And those four are, and Senegal also drives on the right. So I'd say these five are like the main North, like yeah, Central African countries that I've covered. So anyway, we are in Kenya, so let's see if there's any signs that tell us where. It says Burnt Forest and Eldoret. So Eldoret is a place in Kenya right here. Now I don't know what Burnt Forest is all about. Is that meant to be a place name? Maybe, I don't know. Um, but regardless, I think we should be close to Eldoret at least. Burnt Forest Wellness Center. That really, they really make it sound like it is a place name, but let's see. We have road angle here. Does this road angle fit? I can't tell if it actually fits, to be honest. Slightly looks off, but maybe it fits. I don't really know. Um, don't see any bent forests here, or burnt forests, I guess. Let's look around a bit more. If oh, burnt forest, ah, that's here. Okay, so that road angle doesn't line up, so maybe here? What does the road do? Do we see the turns? Not really. Ah, that's a bit annoying. But we have an off-road this way, right? So, hmm, that would not line up then. But we don't have to be, like, literally on top of Burnt Forest, you know? Could be close by. Somewhere. Um, I mean, this looks very 5K-able, that's why I'm scanning. So if you missed my compass tips video, then you probably know exactly what I'm doing. I've lined up the road and now I'm trying to find the correct intersection. So yeah, if you missed that, then I would recommend you to go check out the compass video. It's, I think, quite helpful. Although that being said, I still can't seem to find. Why does this look like the best fit? I don't see it saying Chebukai Hotel. There's a Kokwet Hotel? I don't know if that's exactly what it says, but oh, there's a church here. Yeah, I should have paid attention to that. St. Patrick Catholic Church. Churches show up quite often, let's see. Ah, here. Ah, there it is. So I guess the road angle was just, I was just reading it wrong, maybe? This just does not look like the correct road angle. I'm going to be honest. Maybe the road, so sometimes this can happen, is the compass can be slightly misaligned. It's not too common, but it does happen sometimes. So I think that's what happened here. Is the compass was a bit misaligned, but there's the Catholic Church, and then you can see this road turning off. This fits perfectly, so we should be here. Nice. So good job if you 5K'd it as well, and if not, then you saw how you could have 5K'd it. All right, we have some Hebrew here, which is already an indication that we are in Israel. Also an indication is the yellow plates. You get that in Israel. And then there's also Israeli flag. So plenty of clues here, to be honest. So we should be in Israel. I want to say, like, with these kind of hills, this is probably northern Israel. But then the palm trees are throwing me off a bit. But yeah, I still think this should be like northern Israel somewhere. Um, couldn't tell you where exactly. I don't think I can 5K this, but it should be a decent score anyway, so let's just go for it. Okay, even more north than I thought. Ah, there was a lake. Wait, could we see that lake? And did I just not notice it? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Nice job if you got Israel, and yeah. All right, this is a very nice road as well, so I can explain this to you. All right, how do we start this? So we have some Spanish here, so I think that should be a good indication that we are in South America, because there's no way this is ever Spain. Just based on the architecture, this just doesn't look anything like Europe. So already you know you're in South America. Now you also see that you're driving on the right, so that's also good confirmation. And then you have a few more things to pay attention to. Firstly, you have this white car. In South America, you get a white car in Chile, Peru, and Bolivia. But if you look at this landscape, it's really flat and it's very green. So this would really not make sense for anywhere in Chile. This is just like, it looks quite Amazonian, to be honest. So would say it makes sense for it to be either Peru or Bolivia. And now that we've narrowed it down to those two, it's easier to make a guess. And I am pretty confident that this is Bolivia and not Peru, because well, I don't really know what the reason I give you for this is, because I think I've just seen this road in the past, and it looks like a typical Bolivia road, you know. So maybe this road right here, because the road angle fits. But yeah, if you're in Bolivia, then with this kind of like green and flat landscape, it's always going to be Santa Cruz, because the coverage in Bolivia is very limited. So you get some coverage around La Paz, central here near Oruro, Cochabamba, Sucre, Potosi, and then get coverage here in Santa Cruz and down along the Nine. Uh, yeah, stuff like that. So with this kind of green and flat landscape, it's got to be around Santa Cruz. And then you pretty much just use the road angle to make your guess. So yeah, I guess this, what do we have? Plant desactivadora, soya harina integral. Then we have an off-road to the south. Okay, we could scan for a bit for this. I don't know if this is gettable, but maybe. Oh, this road is divided. Oh, so maybe it's not this road then. What about here? This part is not divided. Oh wait, no, it is divided. Never mind. Okay, so I was wrong about that road. Could be like out here somewhere maybe. Or is this also divided? No, 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 it's not. Okay, so that road angle doesn't fit. Um, that's way too east-west. Am I wrong? Is this not Bolivia? Why can I not see anything that lines up? That is the wrong angle again. I don't know, man. I don't know. Am I wrong? Is this not Clara sauce? Huh. I would have instantly sent Bolivia here if, you know. But now I'm not confident anymore. That is not correct either. So here, don't even know if there's coverage on this road, but maybe. Um, Reforma. I mean, this road angle looks much better though. Soya Harina. La Chakra. Is that a place? Hmm. Unfortunately, we can't really see how the roads bend. How the road bends, so I don't know. Alright, I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'll go there. Let's hope for the best. No, it was the wrong road, but it was the correct vibe at least. But I guess the road angle here also fits. But damn, yeah, I didn't really consider that. Right, we still made it to 24k, which is great. Chile, I guess, cost the most points. I could have scanned for Chile a bit more, maybe, but I don't know. Like, it really wasn't worth it. So that's game number one. Well done if you beat me. Um, yeah, this is a pretty good game, though. Apart from round one, I think the rest of the guesses were nice. We also got a nice little 5k. So yeah, let's keep on going. Next map is an improved world. So again, same thing. Link for the challenge will be in the description, and yeah, hopefully at this point you've finished playing the challenge. So let's go. I think this looks like Finland already. You have this yellow warning sign, which you get in Finland and Sweden, I think. So it's one of the two, and with this like so many birch trees, it's very common in Finland. And then the other confirmation here is the snow pole. So you see there's a bit of white on the tip of the snow pole, so that is a Finnish thing. In Sweden, I think it's like somewhere in the middle of the snow pole. So I'm pretty confident that this is Finland. Now I don't think this is like northern Finland. Northern Finland, you have like a low tree line. The trees don't grow this high, this tall. So we should be somewhere just like, I don't know, south. So I don't have a really good region guess. I'm just gonna click like south middle somewhere and hope for the best. Okay, that's a bit more north than I thought, but yeah, still not like Lapland area, which would be up here. Say in Lapland the trees are like pretty short. Anyway, this was still a decent guess. Let's keep on going. All right, this time we should be in Poland. There are a bunch of clues for Poland here. First of all, you have a Polish bollard right here. So you get this white bollard with like a red strip around it, and then on one side you also have like a I don't know. This is basically what a Polish bollard looks like, is what I want to say. But then there's also way more information. Double white lines in the middle, also pretty common in Poland. And so like if you're like in this region somewhere and you get double white lines, it's probably Poland. You have a Polish pedestrian sign. You see the pedestrian sign has like one singular horizontal black line behind the man, and that's only found in Poland. That's a typical Polish pedestrian sign. So that's an indication for Poland. And then you also have this pole, which is a Polish pole. So you get holes in the pole. We call this a holy pole in the GeoGuessr community. So there's another one. And then you also get holy poles in Hungary and Romania, but Romania has like very thick poles, I'd say, compared to the other two. Sometimes Hungary can have a thick pole, but yeah, this very like thin pole, I'd say, is more common in Poland. Sometimes Hungary. And then the difference is that in Poland, the holes don't go all the way to the bottom of the pole, whereas in Hungary, they would be all the way down here to the bottom. So, plenty of clues to get Poland here. And now that we know that, oh, there's also Polish language right here, so even if you like ignore all of that, you still have that. I don't like Poland. I'd say is one of the hardest countries to region guess. This is slightly hilly, so maybe it's south, but I don't really know. I don't really think so. It could be north as well. I'm just gonna click middle because I don't know if it's north or south, so I might just hedge. Let's see. Oh, it was south. Okay, my my previous marker would have been really good, but you know what? That's fine. All right, let's keep going. This time we are in Taiwan. A few hints for that. You have these poles. So this is a very, very good tip in Southeast Asia, especially is you have yellow and black like stripes on the pole. So if there are yellow and black diagonal stripes that go all the way to the bottom, they are in Taiwan. And if these yellow and black diagonal stripes don't go all the way to the bottom, they just end here, then they are in South Korea. And then in Japan, you have like a vertical black and yellow. Did I say black and white? I meant black and yellow, but vertical black and yellow strips you'll find in Japan. So that's the first hint for guessing Taiwan. So this is definitely a Taiwanese pole. But you also have a double yellow middle line, so that is way, way more common in Taiwan compared to Japan and South Korea. So that also helps. And then, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the antenna. This long antenna you don't get in South Korea or Japan. This is only in Taiwan. So that is also another hint. And we are literally in the mountains, so should just be central Taiwan. I think if you can read this, like you need to like know the language, but it I think it has like a lot of information. Maybe you can even like guess very close, but yeah, I can't read that, so I don't know. But anyway, we should just be somewhere in the mountains in Taiwan. I'll just guess close. That's a decent plonk. Let's keep going. Okay, now this time we should be in Russia. And this might be where I lose some points because I am not sure where in Russia this is. Or is this Sweden? Wait, actually, that's a Swedish sign. Okay, never mind. I think this might be Sweden. I was pretty convinced this was Russia at first because you get like these like I don't know, bunch of birch trees lining the road in Russia. So, but this yellow sign, circular sign, looks like a Swedish sign to me. So Sweden also makes sense with these birch trees. You get these like in the north usually. So say maybe out here in Sweden somewhere is my guess. As I said, like if you go further north, then the tree line gets shorter. So these trees don't look that short to me. So probably out here somewhere is my guess. But yeah, not confident and not really sure. But yeah, I think I'm really just going off this circle yellow sign. Looks very Swedish to me. Sun doesn't help, by the way. So, like, if the sun is in the west or the east, you shouldn't pay too much attention to it. But yeah, I don't think there's too much else to talk about. This is just my just general guess in Sweden. Let's see. Oh, I was wrong. It was even further north. So that's pretty tricky for me. Like in my head, this I would not have considered that, but well played if you did, and yeah, GG's if you got closer on that. Nice one. So yeah, let's keep on going. Okay, this time it looks like we are in Japan. which is which is not good news for me because I have no tips for you to region guess in Japan. Um, Sometimes there are like stickers on the signposts which help. Sometimes you get like diamond signs on the road, doesn't matter to that, but yeah, I don't really know them either, so yeah, this is just really not much I can help with here. This just all I can tell you is that it's Japan. There's low cam, so yeah, the car is, I mean, the camera is lower to the ground, so you get like a wide blur around the Google car. So that's one way to tell Japan. And then I'd say just these houses are so Japanese. Like these roofs, very Japanese. So that should just be Japan. It's kind of flat, but then there's also hills or mountains around us, so it could pretty much be any place in Japan. Like this is flat with mountains around, this is flat with mountains around. Tokyo has a bunch of flat parts. Same with like every major city, really. So I'm just gonna click Tokyo and hope for the best. Oh, well, that works out. That was absolutely not an educated guess, so you know, I don't uh, I don't have any tips for you, and I don't claim this to be a good guess either. It's just a lucky guess, really. So anyway, 22.3k, another decent game. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I guess the most points I lost were in Finland and Sweden. I've pretty much drawn parallel lines on the map, like right here. Interesting, these guesses. But cool. All right, so let's move on to the third game, um, which is on an AI generated world. So the locations in this map, like yeah, they've been generated. Like the coordinates for them have been generated. So it's kind of random. Um, it's also a pretty hard map, I'd say. Uh, it's got like a lot of tough locations in it. So sometimes we jokingly say that it's not actually AI generated. Maybe it's handpicked because it's got some very tough rounds in it. But anyway, over 100k locations. So let's play this. Again, challenge link is in the description. Um, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, challenge links in the description. So yeah, hopefully you've played this challenge at this point, and yeah, let's go. All right. Speaking of tough locations, here's one already. I'd say this is Russia, but yeah, this looks like down here in Russia somewhere to me. But let's look around a bit more before I commit to this guess. Hmm. Yeah, I think I don't really have a better guess than this. This is probably my best guess. I think so, yeah. Okay, so first thing is this pole right here looks like a Russian pole. I mean, you get similar poles in Ukraine and Lithuania, but this is not Ukraine or Lithuania because this is a Gen 4 camera, and you don't get that in. I guess you get it in Lithuania now, but there's like literally nowhere in Lithuania or Ukraine will ever look like this with these massive mountains, dry mountains. No, no, no. So yeah, these massive dry mountains are also the reason why I think it's down here somewhere. I'm trying to see if there's like a ridge to the east, which kind of looks good here, but yeah, I don't know. Um, but yeah, in Russia, I'd say like these kind of houses, I'd say I've seen more often in like Souths, but that's maybe not always true. Like you get similar houses in other parts. But I think the biggest clue is just the landscape, really. Like this super dry mountainous region, like I can't see it being anywhere other than here. It's just way too dry. It just literally looks like you know, Azerbaijan, Iran, one of like those kind of places. So I'm like, if this is Russia, I'm pretty confident that it is here. So I think it is Russia. Can't think of where else it could be. So I guess this is my best guess. Yeah, this it's just the landscape really. This landscape only reminds me of this spot. So let's go for that. Let's see. Oh my God, it was correct. And wait, no. Okay, this was way closer than I expected it to be. So I'll take that. 4921 in Russia is a really good guess. But yeah, as I said, these mountains down here, the Caucasus look, or are these? I don't know. But point being, these like dry mountainous areas are just down here, let's say in Russia. So that's pretty good. A very nice guess to start off. Let's keep going. Oh, Olitsa, which is in a few places, I think. So I'm not sure here if this is Slovenia or Slovakia, or maybe even Czechia. It's one of the three for sure. These houses look way more Slovenian to me than anything else. So I think I'm leaning Slovenia, but not 100% sure. But yeah, like this kind of like mountainous area makes a lot of sense for Slovenia. Um, and then these houses also, I'd say, very common in Slovenia, Austria, with these like sloping roofs, tiled roofs, whatever. And yeah, this is like, I don't know, this looks very typical like Austrian Slovenian kind of architecture. Also, these mountains would make a lot of sense. So I'm very inclined to guess Slovenia. Aha, here. Okay, so this is what clarifies it to me. So I was considering the only other two things I was considering here were Czechia and Slovakia. I think I've seen these Ulica signs there, but the way I can tell them apart is Czechia, Slovakia have a different guardrail. So I don't know how to explain that. Maybe I could link the document that explains the guardrails in the description, and you can check that out to learn about the different guardrails in Europe. So Czechia, Slovakia have a different type of guardrail, which doesn't fit, but Slovakia would fit. I mean, Slovenia would fit for this guardrail. So I think we're just in Slovenia. So let's just click somewhere. Nice, nice. That's also a decent guess. Let's keep on going. All right, so already you have car meta, which tells you exactly where you are. So this car is only found in a Dominican Republic. So you have a white on the front, and it's quite a long car really. So white on the front of the car, and then there's a big gap, and then you have these roof racks. So typical typical Dominican Republic car. Departamento de so you have Spanish as well, so that helps. Um, Also a lot of palm trees, so bunch of clues really for Dominican Republic. Also short plates. You get short plates in Dominican Republic, as opposed to like, let's say Brazil, where you get longer plates. But yeah, and stuff like Dominican Republic, Guatemala, Mexico, US, you get like shorter plates. And then also the poles. So Dominican Republic has like square cuboidal poles. So right here is a good example. So like a square cuboidal pole with a lamppost on it. Very Dominican Republic. So a lot of clues. And then if you zoom in on Dominican Republic, then the coverage in Dominican Republic is pretty much only in Santiago as well as Santo Domingo, and then also like a bit out here, like up to Boca Chica, I think. So um, those are the two places that it can be. And then I'm seeing UASD here, which I presume SD means Santo Domingo, and UA might be like some kind of university or something. So I don't know. I could quickly see if I find a UASD here, but if not, then that is all right. we can just guess somewhere and move on because if you're in the right city, then you're probably going to get really good points anyway. This is the wrong university. So, okay, I'm just going to guess here. I don't know. Ah, there it is. UASD, Universidad Autónoma. Okay, so it was definitely findable, like if I looked for a bit more. So well done if you got this. Well done if you 5K'd it. I can definitely expect some 5Ks on that. And yeah, let's keep going. 14,777. That has to be like the best score I've had in AI Gen. This is a very hard map. Like, oh, dude, is this? Oh my god. No way, dude. This is gonna be a crazy seed. Okay, I'll explain to you why I got excited. So here we have a pole, right? And this is a pole that you commonly find in Thailand. So you have holes all the way from the top to the bottom. They are pretty closely spaced at the top, and yeah, they go all the way down to the bottom. That's a classic Thai pole. But then if you see here, you have a yellow plate. And in Thailand, you get white plates usually. So yellow plate usually indicates that you are going to be in Laos. And yeah, Laos also has the same pole as Thailand, and it has yellow plates. And then Laos drives on the right, and Thailand drives on the left. So few ways to tell them apart. But yeah, so if we are in Laos, then you don't get to see. So the thing with Laos is the coverage in Laos is in only like a few cities. So you have coverage in Luang Prabang, in Vang Vieng, Vientiane, Savannakhet, if I can see where that is. Oh yeah, there, Savannakhet. And then lastly also in Pakse. So these five cities are the only places that have coverage in Laos. And then Pakse, Savannakhet, Vang Vieng, and Luang Prabang all have like a visible Google car, similar to like the Guatemalan or Kyrgyzstan car. So considering we don't have that, we don't have any Google car, it means that we are in a Vientiane. So yeah, I think this should just be downtown Vientiane, which means we should probably get a really good score here. So yeah, let's see. What? Okay. Okay, I'm actually upset about that. Why is there a yellow plate there? Granted, it did look kind of weird for Vientiane because there was like not no houses there, but with the yellow plate, I had to go there, right? Oh my god! But it's just middle of Thailand, so I got baited by the plate, you know. So well done if you didn't get baited and if you just got Thailand there. That is partly embarrassing, but partly really annoying. So there goes my good score. Oh my god, I was so excited as well. Could have been a great seed. But anyway, that happens. These things happen all the time. So yeah, I guess there's not much else to say. Well done if you guessed Thailand there. Alright, let's go to the final round, and this is also, oh my god, if I just click middle Thailand last round, this is a crazy good seed for AI Gen. You know what? It is what it is. Alright, this time we're in UAE. There's a bunch of hints. Firstly, you have Arabic. You also have a flag right here, but let's ignore the flag. In UAE, you often get to see both like Arabic and English language. So there are not many countries that have Arabic that are in the game. So you have Tunisia that has coverage, Jordan that has coverage, and then UAE that has coverage. And yeah, pretty much most other Arabic-speaking places just don't really have that much coverage. So um, few ways to distinguish them. In Tunisia, you usually get like an antenna on the car, and you have a follow car. In Jordan, you have a black car, and in UAE, you have a white car. So that's one way to know that you're in UAE. Another way to know is that you have both Arabic and English here. So in Tunisia, you'll have Arabic and French. Those are the two languages spoken in Tunisia. In Jordan, usually you only get Arabic. Like here, you can see like most signs have both Arabic and English. And in Jordan, you might have like an odd sign here and there that has both, but usually it's just going to be only Arabic. So yeah, that's also a hint for UAE. And then yeah, you have flags and all that. Now we have a looks like a mountain north and south. So again, the coverage in UAE is pretty limited. So the yeah, like there's not even coverage in Abu Dhabi. It's just mainly Dubai, Sharjah, and all the way up here, Ras Al Khaimah, and then also some places here in the east. But this is all pretty flat, so we can kind of eliminate most of this area. So we're probably like somewhere in this radius, I'd say. Maybe even up here actually. So maybe this radius somewhere. So, I mean, I could scan for this, but honestly, I don't really have the motivation. The video is also like 40 minutes long already, so I'm just gonna guess. And yeah, it's not like I have the chance to 24K here, because I threw the last round by going Lao on Thailand. So yeah, I guess I just guess and hope for the best. Let's see. Ah, okay. I don't remember seeing the coast there, but 23,633. Still a really, really good score, but that's largely due to the seed, I'd say. Dominican Republic and Slovenia were like 3 points really, as well as UAE. And then I had a good guess in Russia, I guess, but yeah. Thailand, I'm still a bit upset about. So let's take a look at this again real quick. I wanted to see if there's water visible to the east. Nah, not really. Okay, but like the mountains north and south makes sense for this area. You have some mountains down here and some out there. So anyway, that's a decent game. Let's yeah, that's about it for this video, isn't it? That's the three games. So hopefully you got something out of this video. And if you have any tips for me, let me know in the comments as well. Yeah, or if you have any more questions, then yeah, just leave them in the comments and I'll try to get them. So that's about it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.